In this video, I'm going to tell you my story, how I overcame fertility at 41 and I gave birth to my beautiful daughter at 42. I got married at 40 with the intent of starting my very own family. I never had children, and finally I had an opportunity to have a child of my very own, and it was as if all the stars were aligning for me, finally. All I had to do was get pregnant. If you don't know me, my name is Charlene Lincoln, a natural fertility specialist and first-time mama in my 40s. I help you take charge of your fertility to get pregnant and fulfill your dreams of becoming a parent. Now, do you want some good news or some bad news? Bad news first, right? Bad news is there's plenty of depressing statistical data when it comes to fertility after 40. And I'm going to spare you that data because I'm sure you're going to come upon it on your own, or some wonderful specialist will let you in on it. The good news, there's so much you can do to not be that statistical norm, and it's just going to take some effort on your part, which isn't a problem, right? You do anything to conceive. Okay, I love how open-minded and compliant you are. So back to my story. When I had an opportunity to have my very own baby, I focused on what I could do to help me beat those depressing statistical odds. Now, I based it on research that proved that egg quality and sperm quality can indeed be improved. I've had fertility clients and friends think they could beat those odds by going straight to the most advanced fertility technology there is, IVF. But you know what? Those statistics still apply. And that's why I just think the best approach is to learn how to take charge of your fertility, and that way, whether you conceive naturally or you're able to increase your chances of having IVF success, you are either way winning. I could tell you about my anxious, sleepless nights, or where I sat and worried about whether or not I could conceive, but instead I'm going to tell you about some steps that I took that I feel like really made a difference. All right, here's how I started. The very first thing I recommend is to start tracking your basal body temperature. Use an app, print out a fertility chart online, and get one of those basal body temperature thermometers. You can get them at the drugstore, you can get them at Amazon, and plan to start tomorrow morning. This happens every morning at the same time before anything else, including getting up to pee. I'm going to let you in on something. Charting is incredible. It's going to be one of the most empowering things you can do when trying to conceive. Now, if you don't understand charting and temperature taking and all that, not a problem. Just start taking that morning temperature and, keeping track of it. And then read or listen to the book, Taking Charge of Your Fertility, to get up to speed. But don't wait till you understand everything. Just start doing it. Start charting those temperatures as soon as tomorrow. Also, only use a ovulation predictor kit as a backup method as far as knowing when you ovulate. They can be super unreliable, especially for women over 40. And if you want a really great fertility tracker, I'm going to have you check out the Mira app. I made a video about it. It's impressive. It actually shows like lab concentrations of LH hormone, progesterone, and estrogen, 90% lab accuracy, and it gives you your entire fertile window, which is about 4 to 6 days. So I wish I had the app back then. I found it very impressive. It's a little bit pricey, but I think it's worth the money. So check out that video. It's going to be on one of these. So by tracking the temperatures, we're going to confirm that you're ovulating and that the follicular phase, which is that first half of your cycle, it needs to be sufficiently long enough for an egg to properly mature. And that ends up being about 12 to 15 days. And then the luteal phase, which is after ovulation, needs to be sufficient enough for implantation to occur. It's also a good little piece of information to while you're tracking those temperatures. And if you end up seeing, a functional medicine doctor or an acupuncturist, you can give them that chart and they can look at the a temperature tracking, and they can garner a lot of great information about you. One thing that was evident when I was charting was that my temperatures were slightly low in that first half of my cycle. And so in Western medicine, that might have been indicative of a thyroid condition, which in my case, I had some subclinical hypothyroid signs and symptoms, and then or adrenal. And then in Chinese medicine, they can give you herbs to help nourish what they call the kidney qi, and that supports the adrenals and the thyroid. And then in functional medicine, they also have things that can, by treating the thyroid or the adrenals in their own way. Next, I want you to start switching up your diet to one that is more fertility friendly. Studies have shown that a particular macronutrient breakdown is best for egg quality, and your partner, it can also follow the same diet. It's 45% fat, 30% protein, and 25% carbohydrates. This way of eating keeps your blood sugars nice and steady, which is one of the most important things you can do for your fertility. Steady blood sugar, reduced inflammation equals, you guessed it, good quality egg and sperm. Yay! I use this simple, and you recognize it, it's a glucose meter to check and make sure that my blood sugar was staying nice and steady after meals and not spiking. And this really helped me make decisions on what I needed to eliminate from my diet. And many of you are, more familiar with diabetics using this, but this actually is a wonderful biofeedback meter. It's super inexpensive, about $20. You can buy it on Amazon, or you can buy it at your local drugstore, or I've been told that you can ask your doctor and he'll give you one for free. But don't wait for that unless you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Let's just get on it, I'm not saying tick-tock biological clock. I'm saying let's start making these changes, and we're excited now, right? So this beautiful biofeedback meter is going to guide you on what foods are actually creating beautiful hormonal balance for you or creating a hormonal mess. When I started doing this, I found out that I needed to really eliminate a lot of grains, breads, pastas. I saw how much it was spiking me, and there was just no denying it, and it made it really easy. So I highly, highly encourage you to go out and get yourself a glucose meter, or what I like to call it, your own biofeedback meter. As one of my viewers commented, since I removed simple carbohydrates and sugars, my FSH levels went down. Yes, your FSH levels can reduce, your cycles can become more regulated, your hormonal system becomes more balanced, you will develop healthier gut flora, and if you need to, you will shed those extra pounds, and it's all wonderful for your fertility. For the fertility diet, the quality of the macronutrients that you consume matter greatly, and so let's discuss that. Healthy fats are coconut oil, ghee, which is clarified butter, avocado oil, beef tallow, extra virgin olive oil, bacon fat from pastured pigs, and lard from pastured animals. Proteins in this case are meat, fish, and poultry, wild fish, pastured, organic, grass-fed, and grass-finished meats, and the addition of organ meat. And I want to give you a great way to easily get the benefit of organ meats without having to consume it as a meal if that's not your thing. There is a beef organ supplement I highly, highly recommend, and I'll put the link in the description below. Each meal just requires a palm-sized portion, or about 3 ounces of protein, so it's not a lot. And eating out is probably not going to work with this plan, because restaurant food is, it's just filled with unknown ingredients, poor quality oils, poor quality meats, and a lot of added sugars. Even the hot bar at Whole Foods has canola oil in almost every single recipe. So you can keep track of these macronutrients with an app called Real Plan. I'm going to put a link below, and it'll make it really easy to track those macronutrients, and you don't have to get all stressed about it. I think once you start tracking a few of them, it'll become an intuitive process. Okay, okay, here's my quality fat, here's my little protein, and here's my carbohydrate in the form of, vegetables or whole fruits. It's also with taking that blood sugar. Now, of course, no one likes the idea of like pricking, even though it's completely painless. Believe me, I'm such a wimp about those things. But after a while, you certainly won't have to keep pricking yourself. You'll just intuitively know, yeah, that's going to spike my blood sugar, or that's going to keep it even. You'll just get to know this pretty quickly. So I'm going to give you a couple breakfast suggestions that are going to be really fertility friendly and just have that macronutrient breakdown. One is a coconut milk smoothie. So you're going to have 2 to 3 ounces of full fat coconut milk, a tablespoon of almond butter, half of an avocado, and a half cup of strawberries if they are in season, 1 tablespoon of vital proteins, collagen, peptides, and 2 to 3 ounces of water. And it just depends on how you like your smoothies, if you like it thicker or thinner. And I want you to get a fruit that is in season. If it's in the middle of winter like it is now, then maybe you're going to use a vegetable instead, and you're going to use a green like kale and just a few drops of stevia to sweeten it up. Also, as another alternative, you can have pastured eggs with sauteed vegetables in coconut oil, ghee, or avocado oil. See, it's pretty simple to kind of put those macronutrients together. So what most fertility studies show is that egg quality and sperm quality is degraded by inflammation. So we're going to slowly or quickly, if you want to kind of get on it, eliminate food and drink that is inflammatory. The first week of your fertility diet plan, let's choose one inflammatory food that we're just going to eliminate. Let's choose one from these 3. Either caffeine, sugar, exception is whole fruit, or wheat. So if you are a regular coffee drinker, you can, switch to a cup of green tea a day, or, maybe have just a little bit of coffee just to get you through it. Some people quit cold turkey, others wean off slowly. And one thing is that you'll want to eliminate all those like big sugar-laden caffeine drinks that you get at like places like Starbucks, etc. Those things you're just going to have to eliminate pretty much right away, and maybe I'll make a video of some healthy alternatives to that. If you choose to eliminate sugar, then I would recommend that you grab some sweetener like stevia or monk fruit sweetener, and maybe you'll want to make some simple keto cookies with the sweeteners I mentioned, or get some herbal teas where you're putting the sweetener in to help with withdrawals. I'm a recovering sugar addict, and I've had to have sweets of some kind every single day. And it was only through using stevia or monk fruit, eliminating simple carbohydrates and grains, and adding a lot more quality fats to my diet was that I was able to break that cycle. But I know I can relapse at any time. So if you are eliminating wheat and eventually grains, then you want to make some keto grain-free bread to help the transition. And I had some cookbooks that I wanted to recommend to you, and I'll put them down below. But there are some books like the Wheat Belly Cookbook, and there's another one that I'm really loving, Daniel Walker's, I don't know if you can see that well, Against All Grain. So I guess it's Against All Grain by the title. And this one has so many amazing recipes. I highly recommend it. And I'll tell her story in another video, but she had an autoimmune disease and was super concerned that she could never have children. And her doctor was like, as long as you just like keep taking your medication forever, you'll be fine. And she did end up having a child, but then she ended up being so sick for like when he was really young, and being hospitalized and everything else. And she had to make some drastic changes. And so this book is in result of all the changes, and she makes amazing recipes. I'm really enjoying them. So if you're asking, what about supplements? What about exercise? What about mindset? What about dairy? Right. So let's just start charting and start tweaking your meals to be fertility friendly. Let's start there, and then choose one of the things to eliminate. And if you're feeling bold, choose 2. I personally quit caffeine cold turkey because I was drinking it every single day, and I just didn't want to mess around. And I also quit alcohol, just cold turkey. And I do recommend that too. But you're going to have to go at your own pace and not make yourself crazy. If you're having your daily glass of wine and it just makes you irritable to think like, I'm going to quit coffee, I'm going to do this, then, maybe make a little plan for yourself. I'm not going to force it on you. I just knew I was in my 40s and I'm just, I can't mess around. So I had to kind of quit those things straight out. I did this several months before trying to conceive. As you know, your eggs are not just sitting in your body, hanging out and waiting their turn. They're in a primordial state. And it takes about 4 months to fully mature an egg into one that is selected for ovulation. So respecting this phase called the preconception phase is key to really healthy fertility. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever downloaded our free report on improving egg quality naturally? And it's called Improving Egg Quality Naturally, even at 40 plus. I recommend that you do that. It's in the description below. It's amazing. It was written by my fertility coach that really, really helped me so much. And if you found this video helpful, then please support this channel by clicking the like button. And I chose some videos that I think are going to be really, really helpful to you. So choose any of these videos below, and then I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much.